This message is directed to the people of color within the United States of America, but especially to the people of color in the state of Utah. The state of Utah is predominantly white Americans, but most of those white Americans belong to a church organization. They so-called it a church organization. But from my studying and background and paperwork that I've done, it's a militia. It's a sophisticated, organized militia. And I have proof as I go through my speech to prove that to you. But people of color, take heed. The LDS, Latter-day Saints, if you don't know what that means, in other words, are Mormons. The people that travel all over the world in groups, girls and guys, 2 by 2 with a badge. Only people wear a badge to me is police. So people of color, you know what we go through dealing with the police. But now, to let you know what this video is about, it's about the aggressive, the cruel, the oppression, the racial profiling, the cutthroatness in the judicial system, in the court system that's placed among peoples, especially minorities, Native Americans. Well, hell, they just about done wiped them out. African Americans, Hispanic Americans. And I'm not going to leave out some of the white Americans because in Utah, they railroading them too. If you ain't on their level and you're not a member of their sect, you getting thrown on too. Believe that. Now, they got a jail here called Cache Valley. Now, believe me, this message comes from Logan, Utah, better known as Cache Valley, Utah. They got a jail here called Cache Valley Detention Center. Hell no. That's Cache Valley Concentration Camp. Believe what I tell you, and I'm finna show you for a fact. First of all, I am making this message because I moved here to Utah in 1997. I grew up in Arkansas, slave state. So you know what I mean when it comes to the masses. They got ran out of the South. They brought their asses over here to the desert. And they done opened up shop. Just like DMX said, they done opened up shop. Believe what I tell you. Now, first of all, I'll give you some reasons of why I had to make this video. When I came here, I found jobs here and there, you know, but let me go through some paperwork because talk is cheap. Me, myself, I believe in 90% of what I see, 10% what I hear. So I have to bring paperwork to let you know this ain't no bull. First of all, people, Logan, Utah is where I'm calling you from. The home of Utah State University and one of the oldest Mormon temples is here. And another reason for this video, I propose to have a march. You know how Rosa Parks, I just bought, it's Black History Month. I just bought me a book of stamps for Rosa Parks. You know what she did, don't you? If you don't know, back in Selma, Alabama, the black folk had to sit at the back of the bus. Our tax dollars have been good for a long, long, long time, way back when we were sharecropping. Our money was good, but our face wasn't no good. Going to the back of the restaurant, get your plate. Going to a different bathroom, take a crap. Going to a different water fountain, get something to drink. I ain't got to go no further. But anyway, she said, hell, I ain't giving my seat up. And they changed it. How they changed it? They started marching. My video, right now, I'm going to tell you give you some positive facts here. But the video, let me let you know why I'm making this video. I want to propose a march in Logan, Utah. In the military, hell yeah. That's why I'm making this video too. If I can serve and put my black butt on the line and take a mortal around for this country, hell, I deserve equal rights. Damn that civil. I'm hollering equal rights right now, B. Logan, Utah, Mormon capital. I'm demanding that we march to make sure we get equal rights within the justice system. Judicial system, people. The judicial system here is straight gone haywire. Look at the news. The state attorney, Mormon. just took a $600,000 bribe. But you can't get nobody within the state of Utah to prosecute them, so they going outside the state to get a good investigation going on. Because guess what? Mormon ain't going to prosecute Mormon. And everything in Utah is owned and operated by the LDS. Bam, Mormons. And man, they getting powerful, and they getting it together, but they doing it in a very, very sophisticated way. I'm telling you, I had to use the three L's to figure this all out. You know what that means? Look, listen, and learn. First of all, Logan, Utah, where I reside right now today. I was a student, was past tense, was a student at Logan, at Utah State University. In Logan, Utah, it's 79.1% white Mormon, 13.9% Hispanic, 3.3% Asian, and 0.9% black. You heard me? So that means it's about 10 of us. But check it out, Mormon. I don't really believe in reincarnation. Mormon says it's a living prophet. Hold on. Hold on. I'm not a preacher. I'm not a bishop. I'm not a reverend. I'm not a pastor. But I believe the Lord took the scales off my eyes and said, hey, I got a message for you to put out there for the people. Especially, again, the colorful people of Utah and the state of Utah. At the end of the book of Malachi, that's in the Old Testament, I got an old King Version Bible. Let you know, it ain't the back of it ain't came off by itself. That means I've been reading it. Hold on a minute. Don't go nowhere. End of the book of Malachi. That's the last book in the Old Testament, people. If you got the Holy Bible, you can follow them if you like. Let me get it. Bam! In big bold print, I got it highlighted. Right there. It says the end of the prophets. But the Mormons say they got a living prophet. Every day when I go to school or go out here and do my chores, I see somebody in a wheelchair broke down, ragged, tore up. Back then, the apostles, they said they got 12 living apostles. The apostles had the power of tongues, healing, and all that. How come they can't go get that broke child in that wheelchair and get her walking straight like me? It ain't like that. Jesus left the comforter. He said he'll be back. When he come back, he'll bind Satan to the pits of hell. That's my understanding. Like I said, I ain't no religious theologist. But one thing God did bless me with, and that's common sense, people. And right now, the Mormons, if I wasn't mistaken, they are so sophisticated, they getting their things together. They doing exactly what the Nazis was doing back during the war. There's a group of men, black African-American men, I think it was the 141st Tank Division, 41st, 42nd Tank Division, back in World War II. Another thing, these white folks got a big game, they got their books, they got that, they on top. I'm a gambler. Let me say this something right. I'm a gambler. And in gambling, big money, I always eat up the little money, sooner or later. They done got powerful. They done got people join this organization. They hide behind the name Jesus Christ. But hell, they are a militia. And they out to search and destroy. When I was in the Coast Guard, I was to search and rescue. I want to work in the hospital. I want to be an x-ray tech. I was on my way to doing that. Again, past tense. I was. But I'm going to tell you why I'm not on my way to do that now. Look at the Mormons. If you don't want to join their religion, you don't bow down and accept it's a living prophet and don't believe this Joseph Smith crap, Joseph Smith was chased down by a mob. This is what I've studied since I've been chased down by a mob. And from my understanding, if a mob is chasing you, evidently you did something wrong. Hell yeah, he stole their gold. Look at their temples. I want all of y'all that's been persecuted and destroyed through the judicial system to be here in Logan, Utah. Right now, Logan, Utah is high in the mountains. The weather's harsh here in the winter. It's snow, ice, it's cold here right now, so we cannot march. Because when we march down on Logan, Utah, we're going to stay for a minute to those fat cats that getting paid too off our tax dollars in Washington, D.C. We ain't going there. We coming here. This is where the work needs to be done. The Mormons is taking over, and I prove it. People, the Mormons have took over the court system. They're making their own laws. They're doing this. Okay, for example, I'll give you a prime example. I go to court. I work for a company. I work for a company in Salt Lake City, Utah. I'm a truck driver. I didn't want to get my load up. I'm speaking for me now because I know what happened to me. Two things. One thing I know a person know about themselves. They know themselves and God Almighty know them. Nobody else knows because everybody else got to go take a crap just like you and use some toilet paper to clean themselves up. So how can they judge you as far as I'm concerned? I was driving a truck. I didn't want to get my load up. You work like I work. And it wasn't forced load. So I screamed and hollered at some woman on the phone, some dispatch department. She said, I said, I ain't get my load up, and that's that, it hung up. Next thing I know, she turns around, called the cops, said I threatened her on the phone. 2 years later, passed. I get pulled over. They said, you got a warrant. I said, man, I know I'm colorful, but where the warrant come from? Long story short, they throw me in jail. 7 days. I don't even know who this woman is. I get out. Okay, I blow that off. I get pulled over again. Oh, you got an extradition warrant out of California. I had some charges in California. I worked for another truck company. He didn't want to pay me. I kept the keys. He called the cops, said I stole the truck. Cop said, the judge said, no, he ain't steal the truck. They let me out. I come back to Utah. California flipped the strip, opened the case back up, but it wasn't extraditable. But I get pulled over in Utah by a Mormon state trooper. He says extraditable. I said, okay, yeah, of course. I'm black. They take me to jail. You know how they do you. I know the brothers know where I'm coming from. A lot of them may understand. They take me to jail. 14 days pass. Ain't no California come get me. All of a sudden, I wake up one morning. It's a van outside called PTS, Prisoner Transport Service. I said, oh, my God. Hauled me to California. I get to California. The deputy said, where you come from? I thought it was extraditable. That's twice they screwed me. Third time, I volunteered at the hospital because I told you I want to work in the hospital. I want to be an x-ray tech. So you have to do some volunteering. The head person that's over volunteering comes to me, oh, you got a misdemeanor warrant in 2002. A traffic ticket is a misdemeanor warrant. Oh, you can't volunteer. I said, oh, my God. I blow it off. But just this winter, 2012, I was found guilty of selling dangerous drugs within 1,000 feet of a Mormon church. Woo! They hit me with 2 second-degree felonies. Hold on, people. Excuse me. I got all the paperwork, showed I'm innocent. But guess what? The courtroom, Judge Mormon, Prosecutor Mormon, bam, my public defender, Mormon, jury, Mormon, witnesses, Mormon, bailiff, Mormon. You know the rest of the story. Guilty as charged. Haul my black ass right off to jail. Hey, hold on, I'm going to stop right there. It ain't no jail, baby. It ain't no jail here. It's Cache Valley concentration camp. I ain't never. The Mormons, look here. The Mormons is another sect of Nazism. If I would say Hitler that came back reincarnated with that big head Mormon they got down there in Salt Lake. They got underground caves in that temple. The temple, only a select few can go to. My Bible said, God said, my doors are always open. To anybody that want to come join. What kind of membership? I ain't seen no church yet. Members only. And I'm telling you, they have become very powerful people. Example, they hit me with 2 second-degree felonies. Said I sold 3.4 grams in front of a store around the corner from where I live. And then at a laundromat I go to and wash my clothes, I sold 1.9. Do the math. People lie. Numbers don't lie. A total of 5.3 grams I sold within 1,000 feet of Mormon church. Bam! I have no criminal record, never been to prison, and no felonies. All of a sudden, I'm going to school now. They ruined my school. After I done got 40,000 deep in student loans, all of a sudden, bam! I'm charged with 2 second-degree felonies. That's my stopping my chance from getting a job. Ruined my school education. Then they tell me throw me on this hard-ass probation. Probation say you owe $583. Then they tell me to sign a paper say I can't leave the state if I can't work. If I can't work, what I'm going to stay here for? I become homeless. But let me tell you something, people. Hold on to bag all this up. Hold on now. Watch out for them jokers come knock on your door and say they from the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. They are from an organized organization, I mean straight strong army, especially people of color. People of color, believe, listen to me. And you poor white folks better listen too. Let me tell you something. I got proof that I was in school the day they say I make those sales. And then look at the criminal history they done gave me. Who gonna hire me? You gonna hire me with this criminal background? Dangerous drugs. 5.3 grams of weed is dangerous drugs, and we using drugs for cancer research, glaucoma for the eyes. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. But if you go ahead and do a little study about the Mormon church, when you get to the higher third all the way up to the prophet, to him, how many people of color do you see? Ask Gladys Knight. People, it's time for us to stop the strong army within the judicial system. And I can't do it. I need a lawyer right now. I need a damn good lawyer because these Mormons got me by a noose. Not only me. I'm not only crying and screaming about what they doing here and holler about their church. This ain't no church of God. God is love. Ain't no love here in the valley, baby. Ain't no love. That's a concentration camp out there. What jail you ever been to that charged you to lock you up? Bam! Pay for stay. Look at the money they say they owe me, and they find me accuse me of some charges I didn't even commit. What kind of church is it? And they getting stronger and stronger. They are trying to wipe out the minorities and the poor white folks. Whether y'all want to hear it or not, they after y'all too, because in that concentration camp I was in, it was a few, 0.9, I just showed you, only 0.9 blacks, ain't many of us in there. But man, it's so full of Mexicans, a few Native Americans, and the rest is poor whites. I don't say poor, I say poor, because I'm from Arkansas. And my Mexican brothers, I don't have words. I'm getting a little emotional. The Mexicans come over here. Utah belong to the Mexicans. I tell you what. You don't got to believe me. Like I said, I'm not an educator, scholar. I don't have PhD. Nothing. But there's a gentleman, whether you like him or not. His name is Minister Louis Farrakhan. I take that back. Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. He can back up everything. I don't need his paperwork. The Mormons are vicious. Vicious people. Vicious people. Well, who seen that? The Whispers, the OJs, whoever it is. Smiling faces. Smiling faces. Sometimes they don't tell the truth. Man, they are straight cutthroat people. This is a message. This message didn't come to me overnight. I've been here since 1997. A lot of things I told you, I let it slide. But hell no, I'm 49. You done took everything. And then you want me to pay you? I got a letter in the mail today. Oh, you owe this, you owe that, you can't go. Who gonna hire me? You gonna hire me? They just said I sold dangerous drugs by their church. Apostle Paul, say you don't knock no man in religion. I don't. You want to be a Muslim? You want to be Mormon? You want to be Church of Christ? You want to be who are the other ones? Jehovah's Witness? Whatever you want to be. May God bless you. May God bless you. But when you start destroying people's lives, oh hell no, that ain't godly. That ain't godly at all. Listen, people, look what's going on. Especially. Look, the state of Utah for the last few years says, oh, they the only state that's prosperous and growing. They got the lowest unemployment rate. So, of course, you hear that and your state ain't got many jobs. What you do, you pack up the bags, you do like Jay Clampett. You pack up something, you head to the hills, but where the work is at. But people of color, beware of this whale. It's a hell of a trap here. Yeah, you come here. Yeah, they gonna get you a job. By the time you get on your feet, bam! They hit me just like they hit Nagasaki and Hiroshima. with an atomic bomb when they came to me and said I had 2 second-degree felonies. No job. They ruined my tennis job, ruined my education, ruined my taking care of my family. Just totally ruin your manhood. Just break you all the way down. If I take your car, I take your kids. Look, Google Miller's Meatpacking Factory a few years back when they iced the Hispanics. Iced them. You know what ICE is? Immigration, Customs, Enforcement. The Mormons came in on them. I'm telling you, they came in on them like a thief in the night. Took mothers from their children. Shipped them back over to Guatemala, Honduras, or Mexico, wherever they shipped them. Stole the kids. What's the difference in slavery? The master used to come back there, knock the old lady around, sell the man off, and take the kids. Is this coming back? Is it 2013 or 1913? I don't know. You tell me, but I need a lawyer. The Honorable Judge Mathis, if you hear me, I need you. The Honorable Judge Joe Brown, you the one I heard on your television show. Don't get caught driving while black. I need you. Honorable, with all due respect, Minister Louis Farrakhan, we need you. The Honorable Reverend Jesse Jackson, we need you. Here in Logan, Utah, this is where the march at. Selma, Alabama, I ain't got to go to the back of the bus no more. But in here, they locking us up in cages, man. They ain't got no money to get the homeless off the street, but they can build a $30 million temple, which you can't go in, where they have a secret organization or secret meetings. But they sure got these concentration camps. They ain't jail facilities. They ain't detention facilities. That's a front. They concentration camps, people. And charging you. Your tax dollar is paying for them to cut your throat. I can do that by myself. Wake up and smell the coffee, America. Please. Utah back in the World War II. Guess where they sent the American Japanese? When they put them in concentration camps. Utah. They sent them to Utah. And guess who was operating there? Guess who organized all that? LDS. Mormons. These people are cutthroat. And the reason I call them a militia, peep game. If I charge you with a felony, guess what? You ain't gonna get no job. You lose your voting rights. You forget about trying to get a passport. And guess what else, people? Hold on. This is a very important paper right here. Look what this says. Look what this paper right here says, people. This was my probation officer gave me. Hold on. Don't go nowhere. You stay right there. Stay right there, baby. Look what he gave me. Oh, there it is. Do I need to read that? Offenders notification of firearm prohibition. They charging you tax dollar. They charging the federal government. The federal government says the number of nonviolent criminals that's been incarcerated in the justice system is 86% nonviolent. And I bet you half of them is in the Mormon concentration camps. And if I give you a felony, I stop you from possessing a firearm. Listen, people, listen very careful to this part before my time is getting short. Listen to this very careful. If I don't let you have a firearm, and in Utah got the most lenient gun laws in the world, in the United States. Damn near anybody can listen. When the President Obama stood up and they was making changes with the firearms, they started putting the firearms on their back and wearing them to the grocery stores. People, this crazy. Especially when Mitt Romney didn't win the election race, but Arkansas, my home state, voted Republican. The Republicans really went crazy. Now Arkansas, they ready to pass a law where you can take a gun to church. Oh my God. When you get to the point where you got to take a gun to God's house, what the world coming to? We believe in God. God says, if I am with you, who can be against you? For God so loved the world, he gave his only begotten Son, so whoever should believe should not perish but have everlasting life. You believe in God, you believe in that weapon. People, if they got all the weapons, you got all the felonies. So when things do pop off, guess who's going to get took out? You don't believe that? People talk by their symbols, pictures, statues, things like that nature. Come to Utah. Come to Salt Lake City, Utah before you make it to Logan, Utah. Salt Lake City got a statue right in front of their temple. This is the headquarters of the Mormons. On that statue, people, one side of that statue is a pioneer. Mormon pioneer. Standing with a musket. He's standing at attention, proudly. And on the other side of that statue is a native, holding his head, with his head down, holding a pole. I heard an old native chief say one time, whatever that machine is that white man got, they call him pale face, white hair. The natives know the name. He said it takes out 10 of my finest braves before I can even get to one of him. Do the math. People, we lie. Human beings lie. Numbers don't lie. I got it all in writing. They had the first concentration camp called Topaz here in Utah. And now they're creating their jail system, same as concentration camps. People, I tell you, in closing, we need to march. I am protesting a march. I'm asking all y'all po folks. If a police pull you over right now and say you have to have $2,000 cash to get out of jail right now, you going to jail, how many of y'all got it? You might have it, but then you can't pay the rent. Then you can't feed the kids. You can't do that. So you po. We need to march. We need to march for equality. Get out. Listen, all y'all that's been falsely accused and thrown in these concentration camps, these jails, we need to march. Come with me, especially those in Utah. My Native American brothers, my African American brothers, my Hispanic brothers, especially my Hispanic brothers. Look what these rich Mormons are doing. They bring, when it's picking season, apples, grapes, bananas, potatoes, cucumbers, okra, whatever it is to be picked in the fields. Oh, you're more than welcome, Sanchez. But once the picnic is over, Sanchez asses out. They filling that concentration out with the Hispanics. I pray for you brothers. And then they pull you over. Look what happened nowadays. As Judge O'Brown said, when driving while black, the police officers look over you and they always hide behind their dark shades, their Ray-Bans. Slow down, get behind you. Oh, I pull you over because your tags just showed me you have no insurance. Once you run your license, he can't figure you out. Oh, we're going to have to tow your car. We take you to jail. And then you take you to jail, which should be nothing but a fine. Or you should be let go. Oh, man. All of a sudden now you got a what? ICE hold on you. And they holding you because the federal government paying $1,000 per head. They making money off the poor folks, the minorities especially. If they do their own people, I told you they got poor white boys in there too. If they charging them, but it's a flip side for them. I'll tell you about that later. But if they hit them, they hitting you 3 times worse. Wake up and smell the coffee, especially the minorities in Utah. Across the world, march with me. We want the federal government to come here, first start in Utah, to investigate the judicial system, investigate these jails that they build, where the money's going, the stimulus money, the tax money. Don't you know there's more non-violent criminals locked up than more than the state of Alaska and Wyoming in the jail system? Over 800,000 of them are African American. Hey, they don't want us around. I don't know what they're up to, but it's bad. And then they give you all these felonies. They don't want you to have a weapon. Something's going to pop off. And when they do, if they got the weapons and you ain't got none, my plea is we ban all weapons. What happened to this? Let's throw. At least I can say tomorrow I'm sorry. But if I'm trying to throw and you, bam, hit me with a 50 cal. I served, baby. I served in the United States. You hit me, I ain't none of me left. I don't need no 50 cal to go hunt deer. The deer ain't that big now. People, hey, my time is up. I propose that we march. Soon as the weather break here in Logan, Utah, be here. You can't miss the temple. And we're going to march starting at Utah State University. When you make it to the temple, you make it, you'll see me. And again, all the great leaders that I mentioned. And I need a lawyer. I need a lawyer fast because I got about 2 more months of rent. I'm homeless. Because you won't believe the oppression they putting on me. And Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, all praise to merciful Allah. I pray that you be here, brother. You know what I'm talking about. My words may not be too clear. I may stutter a little bit, but people, I am so upset. I'm sick. I'm that native on the other side of that statue holding my head for what they done to me. And the Mormons, boy, they straight cutthroat. And they control Utah. Believe what I tell you, people. Believe. Wake up and smell coffee and get ready for the march. Peace.